age that I remember identifying as a boy is as early as 3 years old. One of the vivid memories is when my mother went to put me in a dress, and I said, "Boys don't wear dresses." And she just kind of looked, and that was it. The whole entire family, from cousins to nieces, I was uncle, I was nephew, I was grandson, I was son. Yeah, I have a phenomenal family. I remember when I was in kindergarten, Officer Friendly came to the school, and I remember when he walked in the room, I was very impressed by him. And then he asked for a boy volunteer, and I got chosen. And it was never corrected that I was actually female. And that's why I chose to be a police officer. The school contacted my mom, and they thought that she should seek out some counseling for me. So she did. And they told her that whatever's gonna be is gonna be. And that's unusual back then. And to have that support, even from family, counseling, friends, is very unusual, which made the transition really easy. As I became a teenager, I was realizing that I could transition, I can actually become a male. You know, it's very hard to feel like one gender, you know, mentally, and then you look in the mirror and it's the opposite. And so to realize that this transition can occur, I was so excited. I first started off with changing my name. Then I started psychological evaluation, and then they approve you for hormone treatments. Then after the treatment, I had a breast reduction. And then in my early 30s, I had bottom surgery. And then just recently, I was able to have chest surgery, where they removed the entire breast tissue through Weiss Memorial Hospital. Well, first, I met a program coordinator who walked me from point A to Z. They were resourceful, supportive. It made it a lot easier that somebody was there to, you know, make you and your family feel comfortable. And then when I was admitted into the hospital, the medical staff that I came in contact with was accommodating, very respectful. They were very discreet. They even pointed onto the paper, "Is this the procedure you're having?" So they weren't verbally saying it for everybody else to hear, which I just was so impressed by. The doctor was wonderful. One of the things that I appreciated about my doctor was that health, dignity was a priority for his patients. Because I was a smoker, he was not going to do the procedure. And I was very impressed by that. It took me a couple months to quit, but I'm a winner all the way around because now it's going on a year of no smoking. And that's refreshing that your health is a priority. After surgery, I had a very clean room. The view was outstanding, just beautiful. I was facing the lake. I was able to see downtown as well. And my 70-year-old mother, who was gonna stay with me overnight, they brought in a bed for her to sleep in. Instead of sitting in a chair, 70 years old, I couldn't believe it. The accommodations that, you know, I was receiving, but then to extend it to my family, I was on cloud 9. They made sure that I was medically clear to be released. They were very thorough. I was very impressed by, they went over everything, all the discharge papers, the medications, even a picture of what the medications would look like. And then the program coordinator made sure that she came up and saw me before I was being released, made sure I had all the numbers, and she did call me and follow up. I mean, everything about my experience was memorable. And one of the things that I wish would have happened was that I would have had all my surgeries at Weiss. It made a big difference. Weiss Memorial Hospital completed me. You know, I always wanted to be a male. I always wanted to be a police officer. I always wanted to be a husband. And I always wanted to be a father. And I have achieved all.